Switching myself and my family over to a primarily meat-based diet over the last few years has been an amazing health upgrade for all of us. But one of the last things that usually gets noticed is our pets, and I'm absolutely guilty of this. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about switching my dog to a raw carnivore diet and some of the amazing benefits we have seen already. Welcome back, my friends. My name is Sarah. I am known as Carnivore Yogi. Thank you so much for being here and clicking on today's video. Today, I want to talk to you about my dog, Petal. She is a very sweet dog. Her breed is a Lagotto Roman Yolo. Most people have never heard of that. But we originally got her to be a therapy dog for my daughter. Now, she is 8 years old and she's just a really, really great dog. Primarily, she has been my husband's responsibility when it comes to feeding and just taking care of her in general. I do pretty much everything else in the house. But this last February, when she went to the vet, she had elevated liver enzymes on her blood work. And we noticed that she had actually been going to the bathroom in the house overnight, which is something that's brand new for her. She's very well behaved. She really wants to please us. She's just a wonderful dog. And so for me, that set off some major alarm bells that we really needed to make some changes. So I talked to my husband. I'm like, look, I know you like to buy her this kibble, but the fact that she has elevated liver enzymes is showing signs of fatty liver disease in an 8-year-old dog. And the vet said, you know, this typically happens a lot with dogs when they get to be about this age. And that's kind of when I lost it and was like, these dogs are all getting fatty liver disease because they're being fed crappy kibble, right? All of these kind of marketing gimmicks like science diet and, you know, all these dog foods that this is the healthiest dog food. No, it's crap. It's not food grade. It's not anything really good for your pets. And so I just said to my husband, you know, let me take this into my own hands. Just trust me on this. And I wasn't quite ready. I'm not quite ready. I might get there. I might do an update video in a few months. I don't know, because I'm going to be having a newborn in a few months. So probably not. But I found a company and I have zero affiliation with them at all. They're called BJ's Raw Pet Food. I'll link them below. And they will actually send you these big tubs, containers of dog food that is raw carnivore based. And so I have been ordering from them since March and it is now July. And so I just want to give a little update on some of the things that we have seen change in my dog. First thing I want to mention is that, you know, with switching your dog over to a raw diet, you have to go slowly with this. And I thought I was going slowly. I did my best. I buy from the BJ's Raw Pet Food. I buy the mix of, I buy the goat mix for her, which she really likes, the beef mix, and there's also like a wild salmon mix. And so I buy those in the big containers, freeze them in my chest freezer, and then when I'm ready to give them to her, I put them into smaller containers and just put those in my freezer, thaw them out one at a time. So I also buy their raw goat milk and their raw goat milk kefir and their bone broth. And they also have a little powder supplement that I put on top of her food. It's like a probiotic. It's good for bone health, coat health, all that stuff. Just like it's like a little scoopful. So when I first started this, I was mixing the kibble and the carnivore food, right, with milk and bone broth. And that was too much for her. What ended up happening is that she got super constipated. We had to take her to the vet and get anal glands expressed, which is not fun. And so at that point, I started adding in canned pumpkin with her food. And the canned pumpkin actually made a really, really huge difference for her. Her stool stopped being loose. So I forget, you know, when a lot of people switch over to a carnivore diet or a more meat-based diet, they just don't have enough stomach acid, nor do they have enough digestive enzymes to handle that amount of meat and fat. And my dog was no different. So she did struggle with a lot of loose stools, and then it turned into constipation. And so adding in the canned pumpkin, which is really just squash, was really, really helpful for her. It slowed everything down. Her digestion normalized. And she started, I mean, she just perked right up. Like I thought, you know, she's a pretty energetic dog, but after just about a few weeks of switching her over to the food, she perked up and has so much more energy. She's so much more happy. The other thing that I have noticed is her body, her physique looks different. My husband was like, did she just get a bunch of muscles? And so she actually looks a lot more muscular. The next thing is no more accidents in the house. That's been a really great thing because I know that she didn't want to be having those accidents. And that's a signal if your dog is having accidents in the house. A lot of times it's a signal that there's some sort of a health problem going on. So that has completely resolved. We have not done her blood work again to see if the liver enzymes have gone down, but I'd be willing to bet that they have because she just looks better, acts better. She's just a happier dog. Another thing that has happened is that she has really stopped drinking a lot of water. Her water bowl just kind of sits there. And my husband was a little freaked out about it. He's like, I'm not so sure about this diet. She's not drinking her water. And I'm like, well, because dogs are smart. Dogs don't wake up and say, hey, I need to drink 8 glasses of water today, or I need to drink a gallon of water today, which by the way, don't do that. But dogs don't think about these things. Dogs are going to drink water if they're thirsty, correct? So she hasn't been thirsty. She hasn't been drinking tons of water. She drinks as much as she needs. And when you're on mostly a meat-based diet, when there's a lot of water and there's a lot of, there's fat in that food already, and she's getting the raw milk, the raw kefir, the bone broth, she doesn't need a ton of extra water. So we've seen a ton of improvements just in this little amount of time that we've been doing the raw food. And I feel a lot better for it. Her teeth, her breath is 1,000,000 times better. Her teeth look better. She's doing great. And so I just wanted to share this. I hope I'm not going to get a bunch of judgy people in the comments. Oh, you should have done this years ago. We learn what we learn when we learn it, right? We do our best. And, I've just kind of been letting my husband handle things, but now seeing what a huge difference this has made in her health, hopefully this is going to be something that's going to turn her health around again. She's 8 years old. She just turned 8. And so I think she's got a lot of great, happy years ahead of her. And I just wanted to share this experience for anybody who is thinking about maybe switching their dog over to a more carnivore style diet. Just these improvements that we have seen already, in case you're curious. And again, I'll put that company below. I have zero affiliation with them at all. Just wanted to share a resource with you guys and do a quick little check-in video. I hope you're having an awesome day. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, leave me a comment, share it with a friend, family member, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.